Welcome to this summertime episode of the Fan Men Podcast. I'm DJ Gove.
Chris Davis.
Sean Huggerty.
Happy summer, everybody.
Happy summer.
How you boys doing?
Not bad, not bad.
I personally, I'm full and quite happy after what you've presented us with this evening.
Yes, I fed everybody today.
Yes,
Mainly alcohol.
partially based on our summer cookout top threes. I noticed.
Yeah, so we're
You
at
did
my
try
house.
to hit those, huh?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
So for the first time ever, we're recording at my house because there's no construction next door and the dogs are behaving and everything to pull it off. But yeah, we
sunset by the lake.
Yeah,
It's
on the
really
lake.
Like it,
Lovely vistas.
I don't have the Davis Cave or a pinball machine, but I do have a lake, which
Yeah,
sometimes pays
way
for
better.
itself.
I threw my kids in it.
There we
or
go.
one of them. Yeah.
So I tried to pull some stuff off the top three. So I made Sean's pool juice
And cheeseburgers.
and cheeseburgers and hot dogs and Chris's tortellini salad that
Yeah,
I gave a
very
whirl
nice.
at. Never made that before. So yeah, it was fun.
And
then-
your potato salad was pretty good.
Thank you. Yeah, and then I made a big batch of alcohol. And,
Yeah, and then
bacon.
Lots of
the
bacon.
pool juice or Fen Men juices.
'Cause it turned green?
It kind of turned green, yeah.
Yeah.
Was pretty good. We could have recorded an hour ago, but I was half asleep from drinking too much.
Yeah, we got a little cacked. As you like to say up here in New England. So yeah, no, it's a lovely summertime in New England. It was 64 yesterday, I think.
Yeah,
Last
little
week.
rain,
That's summer
yeah.
for us up here. So today was 70. It's a
Beautiful
warm
today,
day.
yeah.
It's nice.
yeah.
So anyone pick anything up this last week?
I did not. I did spend most of my time traveling to far off places.
Montana?
Sure, Montana is it was a 12-hour flight and a 13.5-hour
I
flight
think you went
back.
the wrong direction to get to
Yeah, it's the wrong direction.
It's far.
It was like 120 degrees. I've been that hot in other places, but it was pretty cool. But I had been hoping, given that much flight time, that I'd be able to watch some serious content. But the whole timing and time zone thing and everything, I was just kind of fried. So I did watch.
You just got your AARP card, too. So
Yeah,
that's
well,
part
it's
of it. I mean,
it's
at your age,
when you're going over 8 time zones, I think it's bedtime all day long. Yes. Sunny. But the only things I really ended up watching was I caught up on a few episodes of Black Mirror, which I just love. It's a weird, dark series that if you haven't watched, you should watch.
No.
Anthology, so any episode is kind of
it's excellent.
standalone.
So you didn't pick up anything?
I picked up, as we mentioned last time, the Batman 134, maybe?
Mhm,
Yeah, the
134.
rainbow creature. So Chris actually handed it over today. Chris picked it up for me.
Yeah, I went down there. He was already down there. So.
I went shopping for Sean and then ended up spending way more money.
What did you
but I
You
get?
got something so pretty.
So when I went into the shop to get Sean's Batman 134, they happened to have one of my grails sitting under glass.
I don't think I heard this.
The shop, DJ's home store, that's entertainment,
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Worcester, Massachusetts, had a first appearance of the Swamp Thing,
Oh, that's right.
A nice one, too.
a gorgeous 7.5 copy.
So I'm bad at this. Is that House of Secrets something or other?
Nah,
Or is
issue
that-
92.
Oh, it is. So it's the one with
Yep.
there's kind of a
Swamp Thing is in the background.
is a Bernie Wrightson cover.
It is a Wrightson
Oh
cover.
yeah, so I definitely know the issue.
Yeah, you
don't
know the
don't
cover.
have a copy of it.
It's
yeah.
not one you come across very often.
Yeah.
They didn't make a lot of
No,
those.
there wasn't a ton of them.
It wasn't a Batman book or nothing.
It's-
So.
Yeah,
There's like 180 of them at a
That's-
7.5.
Yeah.
And they had a very, I mean, it was
Is it graded
priced-
or
it was
just a nice copy?
it's a graded copy, 7.5 CGC. It's one of the grails. That was on the short list of things that I've always wanted to acquire.
So for the wifely record, that was $87, correct?
The wife is the one that nudged me over the edge.
Well, for my wife's purpose.
Yes, for your wife's purchase.
$87.
Yes, it was $87.
Nice purchase. That is a big comic
this is
book
more
purchase, Chris.
an investment.
I am impressed that you spent that much on an individual
This-
comic book. I myself have never come close to spending anything like that.
There's a handful that I've gone to that level for. Just a handful. My
Yeah.
first Punisher,
Yeah.
which worked out to be a 9.2 after Manoli took care of it for me.
Nice.
I think that was in the 7s when I bought it.
Here's the kick in the nuts. Not only did he find this book in great shape, rare find, he found it on Father's Day weekend. And if you were a father, you got 20% off an item when you bought it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's,
So they
that's
were-
pretty
So he got it
Very-
for a wicked good price.
and they were already incredibly fair on the pricing.
Yes. Yeah. That's
It
one
was-
thing. They
Probably 20% less than eBay prices.
Yeah, and none of our shops in our area are a gouge or anything like that. They're all real good on price. So, but sometimes when that's get stuff, because they cycle through stuff so often, they do price stuff to move right away because they have so much inventory cycled through that place.
That's when they came into the shop raw too.
Yeah.
They sent that in
Yeah.
to be graded.
They got a bunch of stuff coming back. I was talking to the guys there, Chad and them. They got Adventures 12 coming back. They hope it's in the 9s. They got a bunch of like Jordan rookie cards coming back. They hope in the 9s. Some Pokemon cards, some original Charizard.
It
and
was
stuff.
one that I was buying the grader notes as we were sitting in there.
Yeah.
Just to be able to see exactly what they had signed. And it's a gorgeous copy.
Yeah.
It really is. So thankfully I have a very understanding wife who just looked at me and said, you're not collecting that. That's an investment.
Yeah. That's
Kind
not
of a
an
thing.
everyday
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly.
I knew they had
Nice.
it.
I had no idea. I walked in.
Yeah.
You could have told me. DJ's like, why are you going there? I'm like, I don't know. We're bored.
I got sent.
Wanna take a ride?
I got sent a text a while ago when they got it, and it came back. I was like, I just want to see one because I never seen one. Walked in the next day. I was like, hey, let me see that book. Oh, it's gone.
It's locked in
And
the
before they
safe.
said that, I was like, let me guess. I was like, guy about this tall, goatee. So he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, son of a fucking Chris.
Hey, man.
I just knew where it went to.
When I
They
have
were
the
like
two of
that.
you shopping for me on, this is the perfect arrangement.
Yes.
There was very little cell signal in Montana.
Yeah, I left.
So I
I
just
left
bought
the
it for 'em
country,
anyways.
and I left the state, and
Montana's in America.
According to some people.
according to some people, yeah, that's I'm impressed. I
big
want
boy.
to see it.
Yeah.
It's just a blue label, just
Blue label,
Yeah,
yep.
man,
I've never
looks
seen one.
gorgeous.
So I didn't go that hard because that's not something I really do to that level, but
I can't think about Chris.
they did that. There was a couple books under glass that I thought about possibly grabbing. They had some old Thor, some old Fantastic Four, some old X-Men.
The stuff they had was amazing last
Yeah,
week.
I had just missed, I think like
Honestly.
2 weeks ago, my buddy Alex had said that they had an X-Men 12, which I had back in the day. It's first Juggernaut, who's my favorite X-Men character.
Yep.
And I missed it by like an hour, but I'll get next time. But one thing they did have that I was able to pick up for way more reasonable prices, as you guys saw, back when Sideshow Toys first started off, one of the first licenses I think they acquired was the Monty Python license. So they did the 12-inch figures from Monty Python, the Holy Grail. I have all of them, but I never had the Black Knight. The Black Knight's the character where people hoard it, people hold on to it and stuff like that.
Yeah, because
Because it's
he's
the Black Knight.
Yeah, well, just a flesh wound, and the iconic helmet, and he's got the red flash on the black
Yep.
armor and stuff.
memory.
I have the actual tabard. I have like a full-blown like wearable tabard,
yeah?
but a
Nice.
licensed one. But they had the Black Knight. Normally on eBay, he's like a $90 figure. $35, 20% off.
Oh,
$27, finished the set off. I was
Score.
in hog heaven when I saw that thing. Like I said,
could have spent a ton of money in there last
yeah,
weekend.
they
They had
priced
a
stuff
lot
really
of good
well.
stuff.
Well, I being at your place for the first time, I hadn't seen your surprisingly big collection of figures and stuff, and I didn't know there were the Monty Python Holy Grail ones, and so seeing those up on the shelves in their glory, and then seeing that you just got that one,
Yeah.
I'm very impressed.
I do love them. That's just one of those movies. Like I love it. I got the kid into it. We've gone to see it in
Yeah.
the theaters and stuff. I used to drink. I drink the
Did you
beer.
ever go see the? I saw it in the
Spamalot?
theater district, Spamalot.
Yeah, we saw that.
That was really good.
great.
Yeah.
So anything Python's good. So it's the only thing I wrote bought. I'm trying to think. I think that's all I. Is that the only thing I got? Yeah, that was it.
No, it's that's plenty.
Yeah, it's been a slow. I know I'm going to statue shopping tomorrow. I got a statue that is on hold for me at the store. I'm gonna go pick it up tomorrow.
What's that?
It's from this video game called Shadow of the Colossus. It's a PlayStation 2 game they remastered over every system, and it's a weird game. No dialogue. Just you're this guy. You have to kill these 11 monsters or whatever. You don't really know why. They don't explain why. It's because like your girlfriend died or something. I don't know. But it's just one of those it's one of those games where you're playing it because you're playing through a piece like a work of art.
Yeah.
And the monsters were cool, and they got one of the Goliaths.
Okay.
Very cool.
See a multi-armed thing.
This one's like the big stone one.
Okay.
He's just kind of cool. So
That does remind me. I did a week ago get in fact, it might have been when we were recording. Chris brought it to me, but it's from the game
The Last of Us.
The Last
Oh, yeah.
of Us, right? The remastered
Yep.
PS5.
One of the
I still haven't had
best
time to
video
play.
games
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, so I don't know when I'll get to play it, but but it looked. I hear it's good.
Yeah, I ran through it again a second time just to in preparation for the second one possibly coming out some point in time.
Once the house actually sells, then maybe I can fire up.
Yeah,
the
once you
system.
move,
Yeah.
you can get stuff like that.
Yeah.
Cool. So, no big news this week. I don't think nothing really popped
No,
up.
it's really a quiet news week.
No, I mean one thing. I don't know if it's jumping in too early, but I saw that you posted the contest, and it sounds like we got some response.
Yes. So we're gonna do a lot of these throughout the summer, probably through the rest of the year. It's because we have plenty of stuff to give away. All good stuff. But bring up my Twitter here. But Mike Driscoll, subscriber
At Mike Driscoll,
at Mike
3D.
Driscoll 3D on Twitter, won the FanMan Top 3.
Smod Squad.
And
Yes.
Smod Squad member.
Designer of the Smod Squad logo.
Oh, really? I did. That's very
Mike.
Cool.
Yep. So he will be receiving, and actually he wants it to go to a friend, which is cool. No problem. I don't live in Norway or something. He'll be getting I took a bunch of my double and triple Star Wars pops, which are all not comics. They're all like stickers. Yeah, they all have stickers on them and stuff like that. So I'll grab one of those and I'll send it in the mail over.
Awesome.
Excellent.
You'll have to post
Congrats,
pictures.
Mike.
Pictures of it, and who's we sending it out to?
I have to go back and he has sent me the message. We haven't got that far yet. But
He just keeps writing diplomatic community.
yes.
Yeah. Well, sorry. We'll track it down, Mike. We'll definitely happily send it to your friend.
Yeah, definitely. Keep an eye on the Twitter account because I think I'm going to start doing every Friday. I'm going to start a new contest. It will run for a week, and we'll be giving out Funko Pops and we got art prints and action figures and all kinds of cool stuff.
Exclusives, all kinds of things.
Yeah, we all kinds of good stuff. So, and I'm working on getting some actual like fan men swag too. We'll get maybe some bottle openers, pins or something. We'll do some cool stuff. So we can do some stuff.
Openers.
I'm working on a big thing too.
A bit. Oh yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Like no, a big fan man like item for us to have.
Yeah.
Actually,
giving that one away.
No, I got another thing that I haven't told you guys about. I'll talk about later. So.
He hasn't told me.
I've been working on my big fan man thing a lot too.
Oh, you were on a plane for 25 hours. Got to play with something, right?
Not if I didn't want to get arrested.
Yeah. Good old Montana.
What are the rules in Montana around?
It involve lashings.
I'm sure.
So, Sean, you said said no big new stuff this week. You want to just
They did just drop the fact that the Joker is going to be R-rated.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
I didn't know that.
So the Joaquin Phoenix,
Just yesterday, I think it popped.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's the first R-rated Batman movie. It's not a Batman movie. November.
It's a Batman universe.
It's a Batman universe movie.
We think.
Yeah.
No one knows.
Well,
Hobbs and Shaw is a Fast and Furious movie.
True.
Yeah. So
November, I think.
Yeah, November. So that's a ways off.
November's going to be.
I'm going to see it
It is
regardless. But what is what we haven't talked about is a couple movies open recently. Toy Story 4 is out in the theaters. I've heard it's it's not hitting what they were hoping, but it's a fourth.
Well, they're trying
movie.
to follow up Schindler's Toy Box. I mean,
yeah.
I've read stuff that says it's the best out of the 4 movies.
I didn't say I heard it was bad.
the reviews are great.
Numbers
So here's the thing.
were.
I don't think, except for Endgame, and even they didn't make what they wanted. Over $3 billion.
That's why they're coming back into the
Yeah,
theater.
they're re-releasing it with some extra footage in it.
Hey,
but
look, more cut
Wait,
stuff.
what?
No, it's going back. They're trying to get the
Endgame?
extra.
Yeah, next weekend they're going to put it back in.
They want to try to get the extra 40 million.
Airing,
No,
that shouldn't count for the.
it does. Avatar did it like 5 times. That's how Avatar got to that number. Avatar's in the theater
I
for
didn't
almost for
remember
like
that.
9 months.
I didn't know they added stuff.
It basically monopolied every IMAX screen for like almost a year.
I don't think that's a word.
Put the original New Hope master back in the theaters. People would kill to see the original one again.
Oh, like on
Uncut.
Lucas?
I want the original.
On Lucas. Except it's freaking Lucas. It's the original
It's his
Lucas.
world. Yeah, I mean, he can play with it.
like grainy and kind of like I'll go see that 5 times at least.
70 millimeter.
Yeah. There's a couple things, other things. So, to no one, I don't think anyone cares anymore. Tom Hardy signed back on for Venom 2. That's going forward. That's starting up pretty soon.
Don't care.
Me neither.
No. Let's see what else.
I really didn't like Venom 1.
No. I think people went and saw it. It made money because it was Venom, but I don't think it's going to. The second one's not going to.
You can't have Venom without Spider-Man.
No.
I'm sorry.
Ghostbusters 3 got Annie Potts, so they got the whole.
They got the entire
whole gang's back together, which is going to be amazing. See what else. Important news. Space Jam 2 is ready to start filming. They filled out the NBA roster.
It's LeBron James.
It's LeBron's free agent.
Yeah, the guy that LeBron James traded for is going to be in the movie. Imagine that.
And Klay Thompson, who he wanted.
Yeah, so Toy Story 4 is not... Here's the thing. Like we were saying, except for Avengers, nothing is making the money this summer. The summer's pretty loaded up. But the other thing, too, is that this shit there's unless you have to see it in the theater, like I'm nuts. I'll go see everything in the theater. The shit turns around so quick now. Why bother? You can just
everybody's got a 60+ inch 4K TV
unless
for $250
on big screen.
Yeah.
There's very few.
Especially something like you. So
Godzilla.
Yeah,
I needed to see Godzilla.
I need to see Godzilla, which I saw again. We'll talk about that. Yeah. But like, so there's 4 of you. For 4 of you to go to the movies to see Toy Story, it's $150 a day probably. Between food and drinks and everything. And
no, we don't really order snacks and stuff. It's not that bad.
Okay. Well, let's just say it's straight tickets. $60.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, you could wait 2.5 months and buy it on iTunes for $20.
Oh yeah.
And like you said, watch on the giant TV as many times as you want. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, you want to talk about not hitting your numbers. Child's Play came out this weekend too, and it's probably going to get destroyed. Why you release a horror movie in the summer, I don't understand. That's not a Jordan Peele movie.
It's more of a counter-programming thing like they used to do.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. That doesn't work anymore.
There's not enough people going.
Chris, you were talking earlier about the marketing material.
My favorite marketing,
which I didn't see any, but that sounded amusing to me.
It was great.
They did a series of posters and you never see Chucky in any of the posters.
No,
all you see is a dismembered Toy Story cast member.
Yeah,
half of Slinky Dog left, or Woody destroyed.
I like
the broken blaster from Buzz.
Yep.
Aww.
I think now I'm kind of going off memory here. Did you see a shadow of Chucky walking like out of frame or something?
You can only see like a hand or something.
Okay, you see just a tiny bit, but it's just insert Toy Story cast member here, and there's a whole series of posters. It's amazing.
Now, did they have to pay licensing?
No, because they don't actually ever show the character. They just show a piece. So here's the cool thing about Toy Story. For the most part, they're just like Slinky Dog wasn't a Disney property.
That was a toy
Fisher-Price property. And Ham's just a piggy bank. And Woody,
you can't say a piggy bank.
You can't copyright a cowboy hat.
Isn't Slinky Dog a Whammo product or something?
Or something like that, maybe.
But you're only showing a portion of it. You're showing a broken toy in the background.
Is it recognizable and you're using it to sell your product or imply endorsement?
If you don't show the face pretty much, the face or the logo, you're good.
Man, I don't think you have a headshot of any one of those
characters. I have no idea what Slinky Dog's face looks like, but I know what his slinky body looks like.
A dog.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
But yeah, they were pretty good. And I don't do scary, but I used to watch the Child's Play movies, and Aubrey Plaza's in it. I love Aubrey Plaza.
I didn't really know much about her, but now we're a few seasons into Parks and Rec, and she is awesome. Growing every single episode. She's growing on me.
I think I tapped on the Jennifer Tilly one. That was probably the last one.
Friday Chucky?
Yeah.
No, Aubrey Plaza's, there's something evil and devious.
She's nuts.
Yeah.
But in a good way?
Yeah. She went from...
I hadn't seen the Rex one.
Oh, yeah. That one's crazy, too.
Oh, no.
They were just talking. She was on Colbert, or however you say it. I just saw it on YouTube.
Clobber?
I guess. Yeah. She wants to play Catwoman.
I would... I don't know. I mean, it's all in the writing and the performance. I could see, it's plausible.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
Give Halle Berry another crack. Why not?
Hell no, bite me.
No.
That is awesome. I want that Rex poster.
Have like Wallace Shawn and Hamill sign it. He'd sign it.
That's amazing.
Okay, so that's about it for news. So what were you watching on your trip to Montana, Sean? Black Mirror, you said?
Yeah, Black Mirror, and I'm really depressed that I didn't watch more. I should have. I think I watched an episode of Arrow and The Flash. I'm still catching up on the most recent seasons.
We were up to date on The Flash.
I haven't been watching.
Yeah, no, they're fun.
I kind of gave up on trying to catch
I watched another couple episodes of Deadly Class. I think I have 2 more episodes left. I hear it's been canceled.
Yeah.
So disappointing. I enjoyed it.
Should it, how many issues is the Image series? Was the show...
12-issue run or something?
Did we talk about Good Omens? Because I finished that.
Did you?
I watched that with the kids before I left. That was the first show that we watched as an entire family that was really more of an adult. I mean, it's definitely not an R-rated type of show, but I mean, the themes and stuff are pretty serious. I haven't
started yet. I actually went back and cracked the book again.
It is.
I wanted to get through the book one more time before.
So I'd read the book ages ago. I loved it, though it's not It's not my favorite Gaiman book because Gaiman stuff is tends to be a little more serious, or this one has Terry Pratchett throughout, which is much lighter and whimsical than most of Gaiman stuff.
That's a tough thing, trying to pick just one favorite Gaiman book.
Oh, yeah.
Because he morphs himself from book to book to book. It's not like Stephen King did it some with the fantasy stuff.
Yeah.
But his horror, he drives down the same highway a lot. So if you like his stuff, you're going to fall right back in.
Yeah. But as a show,
all over the place.
That Amazon Prime series, the way they approached it, the serious, I mean, obviously Gaiman show running it in honor of his good friend and writing partner, Terry Pratchett. I'm not surprised that it was, no expense was spared, but also no studio note was included here, right? It was him. It was him and his friend's spirit throughout this. And what is it? Michael Sheen and David Tennant. I mean, it's incredible. In case I didn't say that,
the cast is amazing.
It is amazing.
It's loaded.
But it's just so fun. It is so well done, and loved it. Yeah.
Ironically enough, it looks like Diddley Cast had 37 issues.
37 issues. So, yeah. So what I want to know is, did the first since I haven't seen the last couple yet, I don't know whether it ended with a setup for continued stuff, or whether this kid.
Well, I think the plan was that it was going to continue.
Yeah.
I mean, you had some big name talent associated with it. They weren't setting up the season like it was a one and done.
Well, it was, again, until I see the end, I don't quite know. I know that it's a show that I really like. It's really well done. I don't love it in terms of like, I'm watching it because I know I want to finish it, and I do enjoy watching it, but its tone and its darkness is not one that I'm like, oh, I gotta, it's not an addictive thing. It's a very well done, very interesting thing, and I don't know where it's ending up.
Yeah. I got sick of seeing the ads. The ads turned me off because they were on every 13 seconds on the internet. They were everywhere. I couldn't get away from it.
I don't see ads.
Drove me nuts.
Not much of it, but
I did like how people freaked out about it, because church people go nuts, and they picketed Netflix. Who doesn't even make the show? It's Netflix.
No, it's Sci-Fi.
Yeah, I know, but Netflix was like, okay, we'll cancel it. No problem. And then Amazon was like, we're going to cancel Stranger Things too.
No,
I'm sick of anybody boycotting anything.
I know.
Just watch something else. There's so many choices that you can
don't
make.
Go to the museum. Don't listen to the album. Don't watch the movie. Don't watch the television show. Don't, Yeah, if you don't want your kids to see it, you're going to make your kids look like idiots. But come on.
No. I'm trying to think we've been spending most of the time catching up. Like filling in the blanks. We finished Cobra Kai season 2. We're back and finished.
Not done
Billions.
yet.
So we watched the Karate Kid movie.
Okay.
And per your direction, DJ, we watched the first 5 minutes of Karate Kid.
You did.
Karate Kid 2. And I could see exactly why you said that. Then we watched the first episode of Cobra Kai. And then I'm going to have to make the family sit back down to watch it. I don't think any of them were.
They didn't like it?
They weren't hooked by it, right? The movie's cheesy. You go back. I mean, I loved it, but it does not age well in many of its aspects.
Unless,
the core aspects are great.
I can see that, unless you were already hooked on it from back in the day.
Yeah, right.
If you saw it in the theater, it was part of your childhood.
All the dating montages and stuff like that are just
watch the series. Watch the series.
Oh yeah,
just get there.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna watch it, but I'm gonna force them, and they're like, you're gonna make us watch it, and I will, and I'm sure they'll get into it. But
poor children, you're being forced to watch television.
Yeah, my kids are horrible.
You know what? I changed my mind. Go read a book.
There you
go. Out of my face.
That's all they do is read books.
So what else did you catch up on?
Can you teach my daughter? Billions.
Yeah, Billions. Yeah. That's your show.
Oh my God, that's my jam. I love Bobby Axelrod.
I got Jen to rewatch the second episode of the first season, so that now she'll watch it with me. It's a little like Thrones. You need to watch a few, but once you start watching the character interplay, you get hooked pretty cool. I know I'm gonna love it. So lots of random content-y catch up.
Yeah. I not so much TV. So we're done with the Tacoma FD. I think that's done for the season. I'm a big Broken Wizard guy, Super Troopers, all that stuff.
Yep, yep.
But I've been doing taking half days off on Tuesdays
That's weird.
Yeah, well, because the movie
But also
theater.
amazing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I have so much vacation time to burn through.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't use it all. It's like I don't know what I'm going to do, but
You should check into this. I recently, when we were having the financial challenges, which you're doing better, as we noted, I discovered I could sell vacation back to the company.
can't do it.
I sold 80 hours of vacation. That's a big chunk of change,
Yeah.
right? That was like 2 weeks.
2
salary.
full weeks.
And
Yeah.
then you
Yeah.
get 60% of it after the taxes hit.
Hey, man, I don't.
Yeah. So we
Income is income.
my company was merged with a bigger company last year, so they took away our cash out for this year.
Mm.
And then so normally we can around Christmas time, which is great. And then we could always roll over 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I get like 6.5 weeks as it is because I've been there for so long. Now it's down to you can only roll over 1 week. So I'm like trying to burn through like 9.5 weeks of vacation this year.
Oh man.
First world problems, right?
But that is actually
It's tough.
because you also have stuff you have to get done at work. I mean, it's
exactly.
tough.
Yeah, I have a
You
major
physically
upgrade this
can't be
year.
away that much.
Yeah, it's tough. So I've been
Going
doing
to
is
movies is a great way.
So Tuesday's like $5 day with the club card at the movie theater. So they don't open till like about 12 anyway. So I'm like, I'll just go to work for half the day, then I'll hit the movie theater all
There
night.
you go.
So I saw Godzilla again.
Mm.
It's it's not a great movie
Mm-hmm.
as far as like it's not going to win like an Oscar for screenplay or nothing. But god damn, is it pretty to look at? The monsters are gorgeous. Mothra is gorgeous in that movie.
The only critique I have is it's too much people.
There's too
I didn't
there's
need
too
the
much people.
Too much
No,
people.
honestly,
People are bad.
the battle scenes are amazingly well done.
Yep. And it was nice to see our beloved city get destroyed for once instead of like, stupid.
Yeah,
New York.
somebody
Oh, yeah,
really
Boston
didn't like
gets blown
Boston.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they did
Someone
not
was
like Boston.
so sick of like,
They destroyed it and then made sure they went back over and destroyed it.
yeah.
I'll
Fenway
have to
Park
watch
got
it.
turned into dust. It was amazing.
Little aside
Yeah.
before you go on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how I missed this before. Just saw it on my Twitter feed as we're sitting here recording. Today is the 35th anniversary of The Karate Kid being released into theaters. 35
Really?
years ago today.
Yeah.
Today being Saturday, June 22nd.
That's
the
why I
second
loved
day of
it so much.
summer.
I was
Yeah.
Harley's age when I went to see it.
No, I
10 years old in the theater. Probably came out wanting to take karate lessons.
remember the cartoon,
Then said, oh man, that sounds exhausting. And
the
went back and
Nintendo
played
game,
Atari
like
or something.
action figures.
Oh,
Good stuff.
I could be wrong, but I think June 22nd is the anniversary of the first date that I had with my wife
Nice.
in 2001,
I don't remember any of that stuff.
18 years ago.
define date. Did you have to actually go somewhere?
It's the first time we met.
Okay.
No, okay.
Mm-hmm.
August something.
Yeah.
It was either the 22nd or the
Been so
20th.
long.
Yeah.
I don't even know anymore.
Happy anniversary.
Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, so Mothra.
That's so sweet. After you yelled.
Aww. I forget what I was talking about.
You were talking about movies you've
Oh
gone
yes,
to
yes.
see.
So Godzilla's a blast to watch. You should really go see it on a big screen because it's a spectacle. It's a spectacle, man. And
It's worth it.
it's so good. Anyway,
I'll see it at home.
yeah. I saw Men in Black International.
Thoughts?
It's a movie.
That seems to be the
That has
direction we're
people
getting
in it.
It's just,
yeah.
And
it's,
aliens.
Lots of pretty people that
And they
you
wear
know,
black.
seem pleasant.
I like Chris Hemsworth
Yeah.
a lot. I could watch him in pretty much everything. I could have done with pretty much everyone else in it.
What I've read is we may have gone back to the well with the Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson one too many times.
Yeah, no, I'm done with
You
that.
don't need them together again.
Nope, I'm done with that.
Individually, they're great.
Yeah, no, that doesn't.
And I very much
The
like
chemistry's
watching
not
both.
really that great, so I don't see what that was about. And then I bit the bullet and went and saw Dark Phoenix.
Right. So this is an X-Men movie.
So I could probably go on for hours and hours about the.
Tell
X-Men
me it was
movies.
free.
It was $5.
Close enough.
Close enough to free.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah, $5.
It's cheaper than your Starbucks drinks.
Here's the thing. So it is about 40 cents. So as we've said before, growing up, X-Men was my biggest book. I can, as much as I love the Justice League too, but X-Men, I just know more about it. I'm very attached to the characters. They haven't really done one right. First Class was probably the closest to being done pretty good, but the problem is that wasn't the First Class in that movie. The first three, I don't like at all. There's very few redeeming qualities about them. I don't like them at all. These last three, a little better, but here's the biggest problem. With the new ones, especially like the back end, like the Apocalypse and now Phoenix, some of the people they cast are phenomenal. So like having Sansa Stark as Jean Grey, Sophie Turner, she's great.
Love her.
The kid they got playing Cyclops is great. The girl they got playing Storm is awesome. The fact they gave her like the 80s kind of like mohawk look, awesome. I really like Michael Fassbender as Magneto.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't mind McAvoy as Professor X, even though Patrick Stewart was like flawless.
Yeah,
but he does real good. The fact that these movies with those characters in place are not just absolutely phenomenal is a fucking cardinal sin. It's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. They just do dumb shit like Beast can just change from normal to blue whenever the fuck he wants. Well, no, he can't. That's not the way it fucking works.
What's base?
Beast.
Oh, Beast.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't hear it. Yeah.
Sorry, it's probably my fault.
It was DJ language.
The other thing that, yeah, exactly. The other thing that they fall into the trap is they got Jennifer Lawrence to play Mystique. And instead of just having Mystique be Mystique, they had to like shoehorn her in as like a key X-Men member and a team leader. No, she's not. She's a fucking bad guy. Just let it be. And that ruins everything.
Yeah, but they had Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. And in the second one, they introduced like Nightcrawler and Jubilee and stuff like that. In this movie, fucking Jubilee just like doesn't exist. She's nowhere to be found in the movie at all. That pisses me off. The Quicksilver thing is kind of run its course. Like, oh, here's the slow motion Quicksilver scene with like the catchy friggin' 80s. No. And they fuck their own timeline up so bad. Like this movie, like I said,
turn on the Flash. It's a freaking mess.
This fucking movie. So every movie they have to jump a decade. So it was like 60s, 70s, 80s. This one's in the 90s.
Yeah.
In theory, this movie with McAvoy and Fassbender and Sansa Stark takes place 3 years before the other X movie, where Magneto is like 75 fucking years old and Famke Janssen is Jean Grey, and it's like, it's so.
No, they use an endgame time travel.
No, there's no time travel involved.
If you make the lines do this a lot, you're fine. And then
if we just say, hey, our way's the right way, nothing else matters.
DJ, you're thinking too much.
So it wasn't the worst, but like I said, it could have been. Oh, and the other thing they did, the Dark Phoenix saga, possibly one of the greatest comic story arcs ever.
It's a top 10 arc.
No matter what book you, And if you want to go just Marvel side, it's probably top 3. There's alien bad guys. There's races out there in the X-Men universe. But what do they do for this one? Just shoehorn in some bullshit make-believe fucking aliens to have another bad guy when you could have made the bad guy Jean, or hell, you could have made the bad guy Professor Xavier.
That's who it should have been.
Because the whole thing's his fucking fault.
It should have been Xavier.
Yeah, the whole thing's his fault.
It's easier to bring in an external antagonist because then you can make it go away and you haven't had larger impacts for what you might be able to do with the characters that come out popular still, have some bank behind them, or the actors want to sign on.
I'm so glad that Fox can't make any more X-Men movies. Yeah, I really am. And I hope when Marvel reboots it, I hope they actually, like I said, the kid who they got playing Cyclops, keep him somehow. The chick they got playing Storm, keep her. Keep some parts, but it's like, what the fuck?
And unfortunately, usually they just distance themselves from
discard everybody. It's one of the things where I'm watching, I'm like, this isn't bad, but that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong, that should be that, that should be that, that's what I was doing in my head the whole time.
The biggest indictment I heard was, it was the same writer that had a crack at the Phoenix storyline before and didn't get it correct.
The Last Stand one?
Yeah. And then came back and bitched it up more.
Well,
like, how do you fuck up perfection? Like, the story's perfect. It's perfect.
I think we discussed before. I'm looking forward to
give the wrong person the Batman franchise. Not that hard. We've seen this.
That's true.
I'm looking forward to it coming into, if they start doing X-Men stuff,
which they will,
within the MCU Disney world, and Feige has an influence on it, then my lack of engagement of or knowledge of any of that stuff means it's all ahead for me. And, and hopefully
Feige's saying they're not going to touch it anytime soon.
Yeah.
Which means that it's going to show up in phase 4 before you.
Yeah.
Well, I think
they're going to give you the Easter egg. And
so we were talking, before how like, it's going to be hard because they really don't have like a big gun for this next phase.
Yeah.
They think it's Captain Marvel, but I think the Captain Marvel thing's going to kind of peter out a little bit. She's not going to make $1 billion every movie.
Yeah.
The movie sucked, but
so bad.
Like I said, they started drawing the characters like the Krasinski and Emily Blunt. That's probably coming. But also, there's some rumors out there that they wanted David Harbour to play the Thing, or he wanted to play the Thing.
Oh, I can see that.
We were just talking about earlier outside with dinner is that they pulled him from Boston Comic Con this year in August. So 2 and 2 together, you might have some Fantastic Four stuff starting up because they've had scripts. They've known they've been buying these characters back for a while.
At which point he'll be in San Diego. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So they're going to spin these things faster than one because I think they're going to realize they need the firepower.
Yeah.
So they'll also probably reboot Iron Man and shit too because they realize they need the characters.
Well,
I think that's going to come sooner rather than later.
Will you end up with the I can't remember her name.
Ironheart.
Yeah.
Ironheart with the Robert Downey Jr. AI.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's the voice in the helmet.
Maybe.
That's the way you keep him there.
Right. I mean, just have him come in and guest and
it's not vastly different than what he had to do in these.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Anyway. So yeah. So I could.
So X-Men bad.
Yeah. X-Men frustrating. X-Men so fucking frustrating.
So bad.
All right.
I want it to be good, but it's not. Anyway,
out of the negative,
I'll do another X-Men episode, just X-Men.
Let's hit our contest winner, Mike Driscoll's top 3.
Yes, top 3. So he wanted to do top 3 buddy cop movies.
All right.
So buddy cop movie would be movie headlined by 2 characters.
Don't
right? No, I'm asking.
Define your rules.
No,
because I'm just going to break them.
Screw it. So. Screw it. It's top 3 buddy cop movies.
Okay.
Whatever that means to me is what it means to me.
Is Police Academy a buddy cop movie? Or is that just a comedy?
It's a police movie.
It's a police movie?
I wouldn't describe it as a buddy cop movie.
Okay.
But
I'll take up my listen.
No, since when have we held fast to the rules?
I'm a stickler for the rules.
Yeah, you're a stickler for screwing the rules.
Okay, so who's got some honorable mentions?
So I have some honorable mentions.
I got a trio. So
I have a trio as well.
Excellent.
So weirdly, one thing came to mind: Superbad. The Seth Rogen and I can't remember
Bill Hader,
right?
They were cops in the movie.
They were cops in the movie. They were buddy cops, and they had a role.
We're really fuck with the rules.
Yeah, well, no, it's an honorable mention. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
But that was one of the things that came to mind, and so hey, I loved it. Beverly Hills Cop, obviously, obviously it's a single cop movie, but Judge Reinhold has a role in there, and just a classic.
Yeah.
And kind of connected with one of the reasons I love Beverly Hills Cop, the Harold Faltermeyer synth score.
Oh,
that takes me to Cop Out, right? Cop Out wasn't the world's best buddy cop movie, but Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan, Bruce Willis as a foil against one of the funniest men, in the business. I did enjoy that a lot. And the Harold Faltermeyer score for Cop Out is the best thing about the movie for me. I've listened to that over and over again over the years, even though I don't think I've seen the movie again.
Every bit of my Kevin fandom, I can't get through that movie.
I can sit through it. I mean, it's watchable.
It's watchable. Sean William Scott's freaking hilarious.
He is
as
good.
The Shit Bandit.
Yeah.
Adam Brody, Kevin Pollak. It's not irredeemable. It's not what you would hope, particularly as a Kevin Smith fan, but it wasn't a Kevin Smith movie.
I'll go back and try to watch it again.
But so those are my honorable mentions.
What we got, Chris?
Okay, I actually had 4. I'm going to knock off one. One of them was Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay, yeah.
That, and pretty much not just the first one, like that whole run.
Okay.
And you're playing with 3 different police officers there, but it still has that dynamic.
Yeah. A buddy cop doesn't have to be 2. Okay.
No, exactly. Training Day.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even occur to me because I think buddy cop to me meant lighter, but you're dead. You're completely right.
It's a very dark version of it, but it is.
Yeah, because I would see them I see the 2 Denzel and Ethan Hawke as adversaries almost in that movie.
It really is, but in a lot of your buddy cop movies,
that's true.
They're 2 sides of the same coin, kind of going about it different ways. Yep. I kind of want. I got to cheat on one thing, right? I kind of lump the Die Hard universe.
Okay,
you could go anywhere in that. Okay. Be it Bruce and
Die Hard
Jackson.
Yeah, Die Hard 3 was definitely a buddy cop movie, but even
Die Hard 1
Die Hard 1.
Yeah, I was going to say
Die Hard 1 is the one I was thinking.
Yeah, it definitely has elements of that.
Yeah, just Reginald's out in the parking lot the whole movie.
Exactly. What's the one with Justin Long? To Live for Your Die Hard?
Yeah.
I have not seen that one.
Kevin did it.
I know. I own it on Blu-ray. I own it on DVD, and I have it on digital, and I have yet to watch it.
Go home and watch it.
I know. Well, not going to happen.
You need to go on a plane for 25 hours and catch up on all this shit.
If you only had a long trip, you could watch a bunch of this shit.
Yeah.
Back to Montana.
And then my last honorable mention is 7.
Excellent pull. Brad
Again,
Pitt,
it's not
Morgan
a traditional
Freeman,
It's not-
buddy cop movie.
but
it's
but
dark
one
as
of
shit.
the best.
But
It was fucking
old,
awesome.
right? Are they partners going into this, or do they end up together?
I think
I
they
can't
linked up
remember
because
why?
of that.
Yeah, I think
because
they
of
get
it.
thrown together because of the
so
case.
some of it is the old cop. They're different.
you
they're
have
different
interplay of two
approaches.
different-
Yeah,
exactly.
man, that movie was so.
A couple of the dark, they didn't fit the traditional buddy cop.
No, that's
but it
so
absolutely counts. What's in the box, Chris?
Okay.
You already had that episode.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
My honorable mentions, I got 3. One is Dragnet, the Tom Hanks, Dan Aykroyd one.
I had that and crossed it off.
So going back to
With
there.
Rosie O'Donnell in
It's right
bondage gear.
no, that's
No,
that's Exit to Eden.
Yeah, that's different.
Oh, okay,
Once again,
yeah.
all these things I should have
freaking
watched as a young
disturbing.
kid. That was a fucked up movie, man.
Oh, that's nightmare.
Like,
fuel.
hey, it's Betty Rubble.
it's
Why is Betty Rubble wearing a
Wasn't it about
Dan
the
Aykroyd.
same time frame though?
Somewhere.
yeah, a couple years after.
Yeah.
close.
Okay.
I think Dragnet was like before Tom Hanks did even like a Bachelor Party. I think maybe right after Bachelor Party.
Right after he was a name.
So
Yeah,
I don't know
Dover's
if
Volcano came out
I'm
and
not
that.
sure if I ever watched
It was before Big.
Dragnet, but the thing I loved about the Dragnet is the theme was done by Art of Noise, one of my favorite kind of electronic production
It's like a
bands.
2-hour
Yeah.
long episode, basically. They do the
Yeah.
music cues and everything. And so it's I don't know. I shouldn't have watched it as a kid, but I watched the hell out of it. So that's one that just kind of fit in
Nice.
there. Turner and Hooch could be in there too. Also,
Sure.
But,
Sure. Dogs count.
Yeah. So I'll break my rules or the rules or my weirdo one. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Hey, that
That
totally counts.
No, that totally
So-
counts.
Blew
what's-
my fucking mind
What's
as a
the
movie.
name of the actor who plays
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins?
Yep.
Yeah.
Eddie Valiant.
Unbelievable.
I loved that movie.
I have not watched that.
So
I'm not sure I've seen it since I saw it in the theater.
Still holds up, man. That's a
Yeah.
masterpiece, that movie.
Yeah.
Athena loves it too. It's one of Athena's favorite movies.
Yeah.
I got her stuck on that one too.
Yeah, so good.
So, and another one, The Heat with Sandra Bullock and Melissa McCarthy.
How did I not think of that?
I went and saw that.
That
No,
is
that makes sense.
awesome.
I mean, I
That's a good one.
laughed my ass off in the theater seeing that movie.
Yeah, honestly, if I'd thought of that probably makes my top 3.
That's a good movie.
because it
That's a
is
good
so good.
Yeah. So I'll go with those 3 for my honorable mentions.
All right, so my number 3, and as usual, no preparation or research, so these are
how we
not
roll.
warranted beyond this discussion. But my number 3 is Bad Boys 2. So I remember seeing Bad Boys. Right, it's Will Smith, Martin Lawrence. It's the Bad Boys 1 had Téa Leone in
Yes,
it, and
correct.
and I
Number 2 had Gabriel Union, his sister.
and I thought Bad Boys 1 was kind of a surprise to me how much I enjoyed it. It was really fun. Bad Boys 2 was Michael Bay, right? He
Yep.
and
Mhm.
destroying
Bruckheimer.
destroying so many different things. Them driving Hummers down a like, is it a Brazilian or a Venezuelan favela or something? I mean,
It is totally a
Destroying-
It's all,
Michael Bay
it's all,
movie.
it's all Miami.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
Miami. It's like Widow Fan or something.
No, there's the hovels, the poverty hovels on the hill
Oh.
are absolutely Colombia or Venezuela or Brazil. Yes.
Oh, that's right.
It's South America.
Because they
yeah.
kidnap the sister and they go after him.
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. But and there's like dead bodies that come out of, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
it's over the top and horrible, yet shot so well. And it just, everything about it, I remember seeing it in the theaters and just thinking, this is really not that good, but I kind of loved it.
It is. It's just one of those like popcorn movies.
Yeah.
Shovel popcorn in your face and watch
Yeah.
the sparks fly.
And it was, in terms of the traditional buddy cop movie, you got 2 guys that have, in this case, they're friends. They
They're super
very
good friends.
much get along well. In the second one, the sister coming in,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
always good times, know. So yeah, I loved Bad Boys 2, even though it's really kind of crappy.
Excellent.
I love the ringing endorsement at the end.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
man.
just kind of completely limp
I don't
off
have
of
to.
it.
Bad
yeah.
Boys 3, summer 2020.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's already on. I think they're done
I'm
filming
in.
it already.
I think
They
they
already
are too.
filmed it. Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah, they've already worked.
And the spinoff, The Sister, is getting a
There's
movie
gonna
with
be
Jessica
another
Alba.
What's it called?
He wasn't paying attention when we were.
Bad Girls?
No, that was already a movie.
I was going to say, yeah, that was a movie.
I don't know.
And not one of the ones you're thinking by the look on your face.
Yeah.
It's-
Bad Bitches? I mean, it's alliterative,
It's-
but I don't think
I
that's
know.
a useful title.
It doesn't. It's not a
Bad
it's-
Babes?
No, it's it's got like a normal title that you wouldn't realize it's tied to it unless you knew, kind of thing.
Okay. I'm just watching your expression.
Yeah, I probably have another 12 I can come out with.
There you go.
Yeah,
They're all
no,
bad.
yeah, exactly. Just keep those to yourself. So my number
Good
3.
girls. Yeah.
Good Lord. Catholic Schoolgirls sang a boot.
That's a different.
Go Google all those titles, Sean, and
No,
just let us know
I
which one.
will not. I will Google
Please
nothing.
do it on a work device too.
Yeah,
Let me see
sorry.
what pops up here.
Negative.
My number 3 is, again, a little non-traditional in the buddy cop genre. I'm going with Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Ooh,
That is
that's a good one.
so. I need to see that again because
It is such
right.
a fabulous
Shane
movie.
Black,
Shane Black,
Val Kilmer,
Iron Man.
and
Val Kilmer and Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr.
just
playing a
such
burglar.
a-
Val Kilmer, the private investigator.
So good,
And that's
and everything I love about an LA movie.
this will tie.
Yeah.
It was distinctly LA.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a Shane Black movie
Yeah.
so bad it hurt. Like it
Yeah.
was, you know exactly where that movie came from. So
No, I mean it was beautiful interplay between the two of them.
Yep.
It was really Robert Downey Jr.'s I don't want to say coming out party, especially since the private investigator was gay, but it was really his reintroduction. That's kind of where the
like-
comeback
yeah.
started.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
that was,
it was-
after Iron Man, though, wasn't it?
No, that Shane
Yeah, it
Black
was
got
before.
Iron Man 2
He-
off of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Iron Man 3, I thought.
Or is it 3?
Yeah, I think one.
Who did Whiplash, the second one? I can't remember which one he got. Shane Black had.
Favreau did both 1 and 2.
Did he? That's unfortunate. I don't want to think about that.
He didn't
Okay,
have
so
one.
then Shane Black got 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that came out because everyone speak up. It's like, oh, look, he's back, but he's more than just Iron Man now.
And this is something, my number 1 when we get there, I think distinctly changed the whole buddy cop genre. And you can see the influence in movies like this. Okay. So it kind of ties directly back
All
into
right.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
My number 3, I'm going Tango and Cash. Just, I mean, there's what can you say about that movie? It's amazing. It's so 80s, it hurts. It's so Kurt Russell and Sylvester Stallone,
Yeah.
it hurts. It's a guilty pleasure movie. Great movie.
Sly keeps cranking these things up.
I feel like in college,
When does Rambo come out?
it was on like nonstop. In we had HBO in the
it was on-
fraternity house, and
after that was like on
it was like-
TNA,
God,
TNT or whatever. For
and what's
all
the
time.
Don Johnson movie? Something in the Marlboro Harley Davidson and the Marlboro Man.
Yeah.
That and Tango and Cash seem to be alternating.
Tango and Cash is movie's the shit. So
Yeah.
I would
I
Tango
was really
and
hoping he was going to start singing some Don Don. or something.
Heartbeat.
Heartbeat. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all that needs to be said about Tango.
All right. So my number 2 is definitely, breaking some aspect of the rules, but for me still falls into it. I don't remember the details about who the partnering is with, but the movie
Delights me to no end.
is Spy with Melissa McCarthy.
Oh yeah, and
Okay. Yeah, this is
So,
a fairly recent one.
Not
Yeah.
Cops. She's a
Okay.
CIA desk analyst,
yep.
right? Not somebody.
Yeah,
not
Jude,
a,
Bratton
she's Jude
movie?
Jude Law's
Jude
field
Law.
advisor.
Jude Law. Yeah, okay.
And so, for whatever reason, she
Benjamin
ends up
Bratton
having
is
to.
congeniality.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah, but so she has to go out into the field,
And
as
she ends
an
up with the guy
operations-
who plays the Tick on the Amazon show.
Yes,
with the
Peter,
Italian. Peter begins with a C, right? Cia Volucci or something like that.
No, it's Peter. Damn
I don't know.
it.
He's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious in that
Yeah.
movie, though. That's a good movie. I
So
like
it's
that one.
he's also plays Nova in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Does he?
Yes, yeah, or he's one of the Nova.
one of the
Corps.
Nova
Oh,
Corps.
Yeah,
Okay.
not Nova.
Oh yeah. Him and
Yeah.
Maxie Riley, the two Nova officers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that movie had aspects of, two completely different characters. One knows a lot, but in a completely different way and is a fish out of water, and just a surprisingly fantastic movie, which is why it came to mind when I was thinking of pairings and things like that. So Spy.
Excellent.
Excellent. Nice pull. All right. My number 2 is probably number 1 on most people's list.
Okay.
That'd be Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
It's kind of the it's the one that you make all the stereotypes off of.
Yeah, I'm too old for this shit.
It's the too old
Yep.
for this shit, the young crazy partner
Yep.
that does all the
Oh, yeah.
stuff, the one you're dragging. I mean,
It's your cookie cutter.
it is. It's the one that
Really good
everything else
cookies,
can,
yeah.
and it went on for how many years?
4.
4 more?
And then a shitty TV show that got
You brought Chris Rock into it. You had Joe Pesci brought into it. I mean, but it's
Joe Pesci was awesome.
you can look through a lot of these other ones,
And you got a National Lampoon movie
see-
out of it too.
You did?
got Loaded Weapon.
That's
Yeah, you
right.
did.
That's
So
right.
you see the threads that they kind of
Yeah.
Yep.
ground
Oh,
they
yeah, no
kinda held
question.
before as the
Excellent.
baseline for most of these.
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't have that on my list, but my number 2, I'm going with the Jump Street movies, 21 and 22.
I still haven't seen those.
Oh,
and I
they're
know you guys love them, so I need to watch
yeah,
that.
we talked about it on my I think it was our remake list or something like that.
Yeah.
They are so fucking funny, those
Yeah,
movies.
I gotta watch
They're great. You have the the kind of non-athletic smart cop, and then the big dumb jock kind of cop, and all the stupid stuff. And Ice Cube is great as the police captain and everything. And it's just,
I'm the big dumb non-athletic smart cop. Yeah,
yeah. Except for you went to MIT.
yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going.
Except you're wicked smart.
Yeah,
Wicked smart.
I'm going with the
smart.
Jump Street movies, 21 and 22. I'll lump them together.
All right, awesome. So my number one is actually Lethal Weapon 2.
Okay.
So it was immediately the one that comes to mind for me for multiple reasons. One, Lethal Weapon 1, pièce de résistance, right? I mean, just it is, as you said, Chris, just one of the, tone setting of the modern era.
Is 2 South Africa?
2 is South Africa. You
Diplomatic.
get diplomatic immunity.
Yes.
You get
That girl was so hot.
what was his name? Alar or Agar or I can't remember, but Alar Tumray or something like that was I can't remember. That might have been one of my MIT professors who reminded me of him and was South African and had a name like that and looked like him. So I always get confused. But I think whoever it was, the thing I loved about it was Joe Pesci in it. But the
Okay.
and I think was that the one where
fuck
they fuck
you at
at
the drive-thru.
right?
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
All time rant.
but honestly, it's Krugerrands, South America, diplomatic immunity. It's a pair of characters that we grew to love in the first movie, getting another adventure that felt organic and
Having a
felt
salt chopper take out a trailer.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that brings me to, and you kind of already mentioned it. It's stupid, but I don't remember the name of the woman who plays his love interest.
We'll just call her Smoke.
But just, I mean,
she didn't do
time
much
of-
else after either. She just kind of disappeared.
Oh yeah.
But I
'cause he
just
didn't hook up with
remember-
Rene Russo till 3, right?
yeah, that was.
When they
3 and 4.
3 or 4. When they're comparing battle wounds.
Yeah.
But I just remember her hanging out in his trailer and talking about the 7th inning stretch and batter up, and then she ends up dying.
Oh god.
Yeah,
tied to
the
pier.
pier under. I mean, it's just horrible. But everything about
tank.
that. Oh yeah,
Pick them up.
It's a good call because Lethal Weapon 2, they had the better bad guy component.
yeah.
Lethal Weapon
Yeah,
was
you need
Lethal
to-
Weapon 1 and Gary Busey.
Yes, Lethal One was
Which
Gabe Busey.
Always
It's
a
always
good
gonna
call.
get-
And the
bonus
the
points for
fight
me. Love
the fight
Busey.
scene with the helicopter lighting with the sprinklers on the front. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
That's the end of 2.
That's the end.
That's right. Because
No,
Roger,
that's the end of
that's the
one.
end of 1. Roger's
end of
doing
one.
the house
Yeah.
over,
Mhm.
the nail gun.
Yes. Well, no, the
That's
nail gun is in 3 or 4 with Rene Russo.
That's when they're doing that one.
Yeah.
Nailed
Yeah.
them
But
both.
so Lethal Weapon 2,
They kind of all
South
blend together.
Africa,
Yeah.
Krugerrands, incredibly hot woman who he loses,
is-
of course.
Which episode has the condom tree after Roger's daughter does the commercial?
I think that's 2.
Is that 2?
Yeah, right.
That's 2.
That's because she was younger in the first one.
Yeah.
She was.
And she's I forgot about that again.
I remember the
Something-
cops getting up from the
That's-
desk and it's sitting
Yeah.
there.
one of the best parts of cop movies is if you actually get cop culture, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it appears in other professional
And then-
cultures, but the absolute ball busting that happens in
no
cops
doubt.
and military and
then
stuff
is
like that.
3 the one with Jet Li, or is that 4?
I think 4 is Jet Li
So
and
3
3
is the
is
one with
Rene
the
Russo.
3 is the one with the armor piercing rounds
And
and the bullets, the cop killer
I
bullets.
think so. I could be wrong.
Yeah, 3
Jet
has.
Li is
has the
counterfeiting.
cop
That's
killer
right. When
bullet.
he's talking, Roger goes on that little rant about babies getting killed.
Yeah. And then 4 is fried rice you plick. That one.
4 has Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
The,
Okay,
yeah.
that's when-
the son-in-law, Butters. Butterfield or
Butters.
something like that, right? Butterfield or something like that.
All
Good
right,
movie.
so that's my number 1.
Excellent.
Excellent. Nice pull, sir.
What's yours?
Okay, my number 1 is one that I think changed the genre a little bit and kind of set up things like Beverly Hills Cop, set up Kiss Kiss Bang
Oh,
Bang,
back.
things like that.
I know what it is.
48 hours.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, I had
It
thought
changed
of that, but
the
you're damn
genre.
Straight. Yep.
For the first time, you had that cop convict interplay.
But you also had
Clash of
that
Two
was a
Worlds.
relatively serious movie with Eddie
was.
Murphy being
It's
top level Eddie Murphy
It's-
as
yeah,
far as
he ran the
that's
world
when you had like
hilarious.
capital E Eddie. Like he took
Yeah.
over everything and it blew up from there.
Yeah.
And just as quickly as he blew
You're
it all up,
Yeah.
he decided to walk away.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'm fascinated by his career arc because he's probably one of the funniest actors
Yeah.
you've ever seen.
And then you get Pluto Nash somehow.
Norm Macdonald said it the best. Like he
Badfinger?
was the Bowfinger.
Bowfinger. That's
Bowfinger.
Yeah, he did some random
Norbit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
started doing some of the
I
Disney
like
movies, the
Will
Nutty
Ferrell.
Professors, things like that. But Norm Macdonald said it the best. He was by far the funniest of all of them, best of all the comedians, but he didn't need it. When he walked away, he could have cared. They're on stage because they need that constant reinforcement.
Yeah.
They need it to feel good about themselves. Most comedians are just miserable pricks.
Yeah.
Eddie could do it and turn it on and turn it off. And when he was done, he was done.
Plus, I mean, he's got all that Shrek money. He doesn't have to do anything ever again. Although we are
doesn't-
getting another Coming to America.
There's Coming to America coming to America next year. They've begged him to come back and do stand-up specials,
Yeah.
things like that.
Oh,
He just has.
Raw and
if he did
Delirious are like two of the
another
best
comedy,
things
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Raw's
It's-
amazing.
those albums stand with your Prior
Or
at the
Carlin.
Apollo or Carlin or some of those. It's Carlin at Carnegie,
Plus,
things like that.
Plus,
Yeah.
the couple of the songs, "Boogie in Your Butt" is still, one of the things that makes Juvenile
Party
me.
all the time.
Yeah, party all the time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I get one, two, party all the time.
That's me. Side note, real quick. So there was a video that came out online. No, it's about Eddie Murphy.
Love
It'll take
that.
2 seconds.
All right.
It was on YouTube. They interviewed Mickey.
Was it about the trainee?
No,
No?
it was not. No, they interviewed Mickey Free from Shalimar.
Yeah.
And the guy's talking to me, and they ask him like, "Hey, so how did that whole Chappelle show thing really happen?" He's like, "It's like we were at the club. Eddie and Charlie were at one table. Me and Bert, we all our tables, and it happened just like that. We went back to Prince's house, hung out, listened to music, went to the court, played a game of basketball.
Yeah, they say that whole
Prince
thing's real.
fucking smoked everybody, and then his cook made him pancakes. But there's more of a Prince story. But Mickey Free saying that now he did like Prince like break the Murphy brothers' ankles, like killed him in basketball. He did it all in 6-inch fucking heels.
Oh yeah, they say that whole story's true.
Yeah, like there's the story out there that at one point in time Prince played 1-on-1 with Michael Jordan and gave him all he could fucking handle. The guy was just filthy. I guess his brother's like 6'10", Prince's brother, and he played like over in Europe for a while or something like that.
So they just averaged out to one normal human.
Yes, because Prince is
Prince was
3'5",
like, something
Yeah.
like that.
3'5".
in
Yeah.
6-inch heels.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Chatty.
Interesting.
so
Good stuff,
yeah.
Chris.
So my number one is easy because not only is it my favorite buddy cop movie, it's probably one of my top 5 all-time favorite movies. Period, and that's Hot Fuzz.
I knew
Yeah, oh, yeah,
that's the one I
yeah.
said.
Yeah.
When I made the comment that I'm not even
Yeah, I
bothering
wasn't
putting
going
it
to
on
go
the
that
list.
direction. Yeah.
I'm like,
Hot
this is
Fuzz
DJ's.
is one of the we talk about perfect movies like
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shawshank and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Hot Fuzz is a perfect movie.
Try not to take offense to that.
Yeah. No.
Putting anything in the Shawshank realm.
It's up there though. It has a good twist in it. The thing that really makes is you have the Sergeant Angel character, and then you have his buddy Nick Frost in it, Danny.
Nick Frost.
Oh yeah, it's just, and he's like, he's like the goofy cop. He's kind of like a giant man child. But then you have that fight at the end, that gunfight, top 5 all time gunfight. So when you take the gunfight and just the characters and the guy who speaks all pikey with the dog and everything like that, and
I need to go back and rewatch
We need to do
that.
that as a top 3. The gunfight thing.
oh yeah,
Oh, that's
Hot Fuzz is gonna
interesting.
win.
That's interesting.
It's, I mean, anytime you can you have like a
I've
flying
come up with a
dragon
few,
kick into
but
an
yeah.
old lady's face.
See, that I might need to, the problem with that is that my memory of such
won't
things.
Because immediately
Yeah.
I wanted to start arguing. I'm like, it can't possibly be.
It's so
I'm like,
good.
Wick takes at least 3 of the top spots.
No, but
Heat has to take one of the top 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Heat one's one's
Heat-
real good too. The Heat one's close.
Heat is
But the
ridiculous.
thing with Hot Fuzz one, it's the
I'm gonna stop
It's
now.
one fight, but it goes through like 6 different locations, and then it ends with the goose and everything. It's great.
Little aside, just because I think I saw this go by on Facebook. Did you make some reference like Ernest Goes to Camp or something being the goat? There was some movie you referenced.
Oh, Ernest Scared Stupid is the best Halloween movie. Like for kids Halloween
This
movies.
is, it's for
All I
kid-
saw was
yeah.
DJ's comment
Yeah.
that says, "This is." The
I love
goat."
that fucking movie.
Yeah, so DJ, as somebody who has disavowed liking any real scary movies, your comments on the best Halloween anything.
Well, no, like if you're
tough.
putting together like kids Halloween movies, Ernest Scared Stupid, Hocus Pocus, all that stuff, in that vein,
Hocus Pocus. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay.
Ernest, yeah, it's the best.
Well,
don't know that
in
I've
a
seen-
vacuum, it just said, "This is the goat" or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I'm like, see, no, now I have to go back to questioning his taste again.
I live in the moment.
See, that's my
You
secret,
very
Chris.
much do.
I never stop questioning his taste.
I try, man. I try, Ringo, but it's hard.
Okay, so Sean had Bad Boys 2, Spy, and Lethal Weapon 2. Chris had Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Lethal Weapon 1, and 48 Hours. And I had Tango and Cash, which I can't believe the one that had it on their fucking list. I thought we were all going
we
to have
thought of it, but we let
Okay.
you have
There
it.
was certain ones like that in Hot
yeah.
Fuzz we stayed away
it.
from.
Okay, cool. 2122 Jump Street and Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly, I want to watch. Some of these I haven't seen in ages. Some of them, I've seen them all.
Yeah.
They're all eminently rewatchable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
this is a film
And
fest.
history.
So, Mike, if you're listening, I hope you enjoyed your top 3 list. If anyone else wants to
Thanks again,
suggest
Mikey.
something and then have us take those rules and throw them out the fucking window.
We did.
good
Mike did tweet.
Oh, did he?
and,
Excellent.
Tweeted back?
where he sent us a message. The friend who's going to be getting the actual pop is Matt Siebert or Seibert. So Matt, you have Mike to thank, and
You got a pop coming.
we'll get that out to you. And
Mike, if you want a Fan Men sticker, just zip me an address to send it to. I got a bunch of logo stickers. I'll send you one of those too.
yeah, sweet.
And,
Thanks for winning the very first Fan Men contest.
Yeah. And like I said, just everyone checking on Fridays. We're going to do more contests. Some cool series of stuff coming up, some housekeeping real quick. We're going to do some stuff about conventions coming up with, we'll have a San Diego Comic-Con recap episode. Obviously, we'll do some of the Northeast Con stuff. And then also, we might start spinning off and doing some straight Disney episodes. When we did the Galaxy's Edge stuff, we had a lot of requests to do more Disney World talk. So we'll get into some of that too every now and then. Not consistently, but just for the hell of it, every now and then. Get the kids on and stuff like that. Maybe get the wives on with that.
Sounds good.
Nice.
So, okay, so if anyone wants to, remember, hit us up on Twitter, follow us at FMen37, and you can subscribe anywhere you find your podcast pretty much. We're on iHeartRadio now, which has been a big thing.
Us and Seacrest.
Us
So
and Seacrest.
happy.
Peas in a pod.
Dream come true.
Peeing on ear pods.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking John.
And with that,
Have a good night, everybody.
later, guys.
Good night.